My nose is constantly running and it's really annoying. My nose is constantly running and it's really annoying. Are they elected? Are they elected? Your aunt was the driver. Your aunt was the driver. I feel hot. I feel hot. He tried to play the piano every day and as a result became a talented pianist. He tried to play the piano every day and as a result became a talented pianist. Is my uncle a boxer? Is my uncle a boxer? Can you give more information about the product? Can you give more information about the product? I won't want to go home. I won't want to go home. I'm going to the party, she said. I'm going to the party, she said. This is her cat. This is her cat. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. I have to skip to another meeting. I have to skip to another meeting. He previously worked as a teacher. He previously worked as a teacher. Did they come often? Did they come often? Children are playing in the park. Children are playing in the park. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'll try to figure it out. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'll try to figure it out. We need to buy food weekly. We need to buy food weekly. The issue discussed at the meeting has been resolved. The issue discussed at the meeting has been resolved. We need to exercise and also eat healthy. We need to exercise and also eat healthy. Come again, Tommy. Come again, Tommy. Before becoming a nurse, she volunteered at the hospital for years. Before becoming a nurse, she volunteered at the hospital for years. Also, Annie had a cold. Also, Annie had a cold. We organized a surprise party to celebrate a friend's birthday. We organized a surprise party to celebrate a friend's birthday. I could see the twinkling stars in the night sky. I could see the twinkling stars in the night sky. Now you can take off your helmet. Now you can take off your helmet. Don't forget to lock the door on your way out, my mom said. Don't forget to lock the door on your way out, my mom said. I heard you got a promotion. Congratulations. I heard you got a promotion. Congratulations. Normally you can. Normally you can. I took a photography workshop to improve my composition skills. I took a photography workshop to improve my composition skills. Everyone dreams of death. Everyone dreams of death. Can you get some bread from the oven? Can you get some bread from the oven? We enjoy watching the sunset. We enjoy watching the sunset. If he had a dog, he would take him for a walk. If he had a dog, he would take him for a walk. Can I publish from time to time? Can I publish from time to time? Wasn't he in shape for 3 afternoons? Wasn't he in shape for 3 afternoons? Do with. The book is very difficult for me to understand. The book is very difficult for me to understand. I'm going to the club with my friends tonight. I'm going to the club with my friends tonight. Was our grandmother a tailor? Was our grandmother a tailor? The Himalayas are the highest mountain ranges on Earth. The Himalayas are the highest mountain ranges on Earth. Could they be designers last year? Could they be designers last year? I have to be the second man in one day. I have to be the second man in one day. I open my bag. I open my bag. Can't they surround? Can't they surround? Could not manage. Could not manage. My stepbrother was a juggler. My stepbrother was a juggler. We cleaned the house all day. We cleaned the house all day. I was going to school. I was going to school. We had been hiking in the mountains all day, so we were tired by evening. We had been hiking in the mountains all day, so we were tired by evening. We're going by train, right? We're going by train, right? Are there children assistants? Are there children assistants? He is tall. He is tall. I urgently need to fix this technical issue. I urgently need to fix this technical issue. Stop your car. Stop your car. I finish my work ahead of time. I finish my work ahead of time. I'll help you with your homework when I've finished mine. I'll help you with your homework when I've finished mine. We moved into our new home last month. We moved into our new home last month. I'm driving to work at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. I'm driving to work at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Do you marry? Do you marry? Are you ready to start the game? Are you ready to start the game? He was at home last night. He was at home last night. Didn't he make it next year? Didn't he make it next year? It was finalized 3 weeks ago. It was finalized 3 weeks ago. We forgive and forget. We forgive and forget. We offer a variety of snacks and light snacks. We offer a variety of snacks and light snacks. I don't understand why this is neither heads nor tails. I don't understand why this is neither heads nor tails. My throat hurts, he told me. My throat hurts, he told me. Can I have extra tortilla chips with the dip? Can I have extra tortilla chips with the dip? This is a hard question. This is a hard question. The shop is around the corner. The shop is around the corner. Sometimes it may not roll. Sometimes it may not roll. I want you to go. I want you to go. I want to watch movies, my friends want to watch too. I want to watch movies, my friends want to watch too. I couldn't. I couldn't. They just moved to a new apartment. They just moved to a new apartment. Can't handle the dawn? Can't handle the dawn? The Democratic and Republican candidate got into a heated argument. The Democratic and Republican candidate got into a heated argument. What do you think of office space? What do you think of office space? He's shopping at the market. He's shopping at the market. Whose house is this? Whose house is this? Scissors. Scissors. I will study for my exam tomorrow. I will study for my exam tomorrow. They didn't call before at 5 a.m. They didn't call before at 5 a.m. Will you settle in now? Will you settle in now? Was she a fashion designer? Was she a fashion designer? The movie was too long and I got bored. The movie was too long and I got bored. Did you dream 2 nights ago? Did you dream 2 nights ago? He tried to play the violin every day and as a result became a talented violinist. He tried to play the violin every day and as a result became a talented violinist. Will they shake? Will they shake? The ostrich is the fastest bird on land. The ostrich is the fastest bird on land. In case you don't have friends in town. In case you don't have friends in town. We went to the beach last summer. We went to the beach last summer. Was he on horseback? Was he on horseback? Did they lie at night? Did they lie at night? We go to the mountains for camping trips. We go to the mountains for camping trips. She could dance gracefully on stage. She could dance gracefully on stage. It could be poison. It could be poison. It sat 4 weeks ago. It sat 4 weeks ago. The teacher in my class is very strict. The teacher in my class is very strict. I understand. I understand. He saved money to buy a new laptop. He saved money to buy a new laptop. Can I move to first class? Can I move to first class? Do we have to replace it every month? Do we have to replace it every month? Don't they change? Don't they change? There is a nice picnic area next to the lake. There is a nice picnic area next to the lake. Thank you all for your valuable contributions. Thank you all for your valuable contributions. I am committed to making a difference in the world. I am committed to making a difference in the world. Because you don't know. Because you don't know. Was it appropriate 1 year ago? Was it appropriate 1 year ago? Thank you. Thank you. I admire you. I admire you. They can't solve the puzzle, can they? They can't solve the puzzle, can they? Can arrest. Can arrest. Your daughter was a registrar. Your daughter was a registrar. He drives his car to work. He drives his car to work. Is your stepmother a golfer? Is your stepmother a golfer? We can build this house. We can build this house. This is the worst movie I've ever seen. This is the worst movie I've ever seen. The suitcase is too heavy for me to carry alone. The suitcase is too heavy for me to carry alone. I felt rejected. I felt rejected. It's getting hot outside. It's getting hot outside. The manager took the employees to a seminar. The manager took the employees to a seminar. This is a delicious cake. This is a delicious cake. But I still feel sad. But I still feel sad. First we will separate some parts. Then I will map each part with a developer. So, developers start coding after planning. First we will separate some parts. Then I will map each part with a developer. So, developers start coding after planning. We don't have much bandwidth. We don't have much bandwidth. What is your real name? What is your real name? Where can I find toiletries? Where can I find toiletries? He wasn't a bricklayer a century ago. He wasn't a bricklayer a century ago. Are you getting close to the weekly? Are you getting close to the weekly? Sam has the least grapes. Sam has the least grapes. By the end of this year, I will have learned to play the piano. By the end of this year, I will have learned to play the piano. What are you doing? What are you doing? You are now a travel agent. You are now a travel agent. He goes jogging in the morning. He goes jogging in the morning. I was so shy that I couldn't speak. I was so shy that I couldn't speak. He's not telling the whole truth. He's not telling the whole truth. He was a sailor at dusk. He was a sailor at dusk. Was I studying when you called? Was I studying when you called? He was walking his dog when it started to snow. He was walking his dog when it started to snow. Raw beets. Raw beets. He is studying for the geography exam. He is studying for the geography exam. Which is your favorite beach? Which is your favorite beach? Couldn't she get dressed? Couldn't she get dressed? My teacher likes to read educational books. My teacher likes to read educational books. Was her mother-in-law an assistant lawyer? Was her mother-in-law an assistant lawyer? Was your half-brother the manager? Was your half-brother the manager? Properly. Properly. I'm meeting my friends for dinner tomorrow night. I'm meeting my friends for dinner tomorrow night. He always complains about his job. He always complains about his job. Wasn't she a nurse a minute ago? Wasn't she a nurse a minute ago? He got stuck in traffic on his way to work. He got stuck in traffic on his way to work. We had made plans for the weekend before they invited us. We had made plans for the weekend before they invited us. He needs to fix the leaky faucet. He needs to fix the leaky faucet. I was born in a small town. I was born in a small town. Do we need to do anything with my web address? Do we need to do anything with my web address? Are my cousins wrestlers? Are my cousins wrestlers? I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry for your loss. It was a real disappointment. It was a real disappointment. Is he coming to the party tonight? Is he coming to the party tonight? We are approaching our goal. We are approaching our goal. You have a beautiful house. You have a beautiful house. We would have cancelled the picnic if it had rained. We would have cancelled the picnic if it had rained. Can we get a successful result? Can we get a successful result? Normally immovable. Normally immovable. You should water the plants every day. You should water the plants every day. If it were me, I would go on vacation. If it were me, I would go on vacation. He likes to read before going to bed. He likes to read before going to bed. I am trying to help you. I am trying to help you. Rude. Rude. I need some strategies for this game. I need some strategies for this game. Students were talking and laughing in the cafeteria. Students were talking and laughing in the cafeteria. Check out. Check out. The message has been misunderstood by the reader. The message has been misunderstood by the reader. The company should have offered better benefits. The company should have offered better benefits. By the time you read this, I will have gone on vacation. By the time you read this, I will have gone on vacation. They have to apply sunscreen on the beach. They have to apply sunscreen on the beach. Can he make a call after 4 days? Can he make a call after 4 days? Doesn't it sink after 1 year? Doesn't it sink after 1 year? Are you sure? Are you sure? Can you please remind me your name? Can you please remind me your name? We will start our own business in the future. We will start our own business in the future. Always takes notes. Always takes notes. I'm going to the cinema tonight. I'm going to the cinema tonight. Did it hide at noon? Did it hide at noon? Flexible. Flexible. John has great potential. John has great potential. They came to class. They came to class. Where can I find laundry products? Where can I find laundry products? After 5 months, he can become a driver. After 5 months, he can become a driver. Not hit? Not hit? After 5 nights we won't care. After 5 nights we won't care. Couldn't he advertise later? Couldn't he advertise later? Did they allow it last year? Did they allow it last year? They weren't a month ago. They weren't a month ago. Were their husbands environmentalists? Were their husbands environmentalists? Even if it is difficult, we should always strive to improve ourselves. Even if it is difficult, we should always strive to improve ourselves. Extraordinary. Extraordinary. He has been learning to swim for a while. He has been learning to swim for a while. Should we touch? Should we touch? The physiotherapist will come to see you tomorrow. The physiotherapist will come to see you tomorrow. Never fear. Never fear. Isn't it basic? Isn't it basic? We are unable to book hotels until we confirm our travel dates. We are unable to book hotels until we confirm our travel dates. I'm excited to start my new job next week. I'm excited to start my new job next week. Let's finish the meeting if you want. Let's finish the meeting if you want. I am truly grateful. I am truly grateful. Finalize. Finalize. May not ask immediately. May not ask immediately. He had lost his wallet, so he couldn't pay for his dinner. He had lost his wallet, so he couldn't pay for his dinner. Try. Try. The team's strategy was deemed insufficient to win the match. The team's strategy was deemed insufficient to win the match. I replied 5 months ago. I replied 5 months ago. Can they be night watchmen at noon? Can they be night watchmen at noon? From one candidate to another. From one candidate to another. They must obtain permission before using someone else's property. They must obtain permission before using someone else's property. We may not shed last year. We may not shed last year. May I ask who's calling? May I ask who's calling? Yes, that's true. Yes, that's true. Breach. Breach. They lived in the same neighborhood for years before they met each other. They lived in the same neighborhood for years before they met each other. The fake designer handbag was confiscated by customs. The fake designer handbag was confiscated by customs. He did not take care of his health and fell ill as a result. He did not take care of his health and fell ill as a result. To draw. To draw. Should you confess? Should you confess? They studied abroad for a while. They studied abroad for a while. The conference will be held in April. The conference will be held in April. I know they don't love me. I know they don't love me. Which way is the airport? Which way is the airport? They should not act earlier. They should not act earlier. Our parents are garbage collectors. Our parents are garbage collectors. I will be thinking of you today. I will be thinking of you today. Where do you get? Where do you get? You were a good person. You were a good person. Did you make up? Did you make up? Did he say anything to you? Did he say anything to you? I promise. I promise. We won't leave until we find the lost item. We won't leave until we find the lost item. You weren't a vocalist 3 days ago. You weren't a vocalist 3 days ago. Slow down. Slow down. In conclusion. In conclusion. Do you know who John is? Do you know who John is? Should not follow. Should not follow. It is mandatory to wear a seat belt in the car. It is mandatory to wear a seat belt in the car. You don't have to say that. You don't have to say that. I hurt myself playing football. I hurt myself playing football. Your children are lumberjacks. Your children are lumberjacks. It won't demolish the building after one weekend. It won't demolish the building after one weekend. Can you describe the next 2 centuries? Can you describe the next 2 centuries? I'm going to the beach next week. I'm going to the beach next week. Did I die last year? Did I die last year? You must return library books on time. You must return library books on time. Prepare to be impressed by the new president. Prepare to be impressed by the new president. These are your aspirations. These are your aspirations. I love cats. I love cats. I'll tie the atmosphere to the August sun to attract you. I'll tie the atmosphere to the August sun to attract you. Can he care? Can he care? The singer performing tonight is famous. The singer performing tonight is famous. To solve. To solve. I am currently studying English. I am currently studying English. Slowly. Slowly. Were my relatives waitresses? Were my relatives waitresses? I like to read mystery novels. I like to read mystery novels. Are their mother-in-laws songwriters? Are their mother-in-laws songwriters? Surgeon at sunset? Surgeon at sunset? You have to trade at night. You have to trade at night. Does this make sense? Does this make sense? They became dealers last year. They became dealers last year. Can't vote weekly? Can't vote weekly? Weren't we behaving? Weren't we behaving? I'll meet you at the library. I'll meet you at the library. Could you please sign this consent form? Could you please sign this consent form? This is fascinating. This is fascinating. There's some. It cost a fortune. It cost a fortune. If you want a lot of money, you can save money and you have to work. If you want a lot of money, you can save money and you have to work. Before using the device, you should read the instructions. Before using the device, you should read the instructions. The cat is sleeping peacefully. The cat is sleeping peacefully. Can't kiss normally. Can't kiss normally. What is your plan? What is your plan? He has to pay the bills before their due date. He has to pay the bills before their due date. Relatives were deans. Relatives were deans. They do not recommend weekly. They do not recommend weekly. They don't leave later in the morning. They don't leave later in the morning. Too shy to speak in public. Too shy to speak in public. I couldn't meet. I couldn't meet. They usually go out for dinner on Fridays. They usually go out for dinner on Fridays. Whose phone just rang? Whose phone just rang? Believe it or not, for a long time. Believe it or not, for a long time. Shouldn't he be a senator in 3 years? Shouldn't he be a senator in 3 years? Is your stepson a caretaker? Is your stepson a caretaker? The store was closed the day we went. The store was closed the day we went. Can I return an opened item? Can I return an opened item? You should be a night columnist. You should be a night columnist. We will have dinner at a fancy restaurant. We will have dinner at a fancy restaurant. By tomorrow afternoon they will have finished the project. By tomorrow afternoon they will have finished the project. You have to do the calculus at noon. You have to do the calculus at noon. You learn often. You learn often. Should not travel. Should not travel. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. We were looking for a solution to the problem. We were looking for a solution to the problem. Whatever you like. Whatever you like. Aren't we hiding? Aren't we hiding? They live in the house in my building. They live in the house in my building. The concert is in 2 weeks. The concert is in 2 weeks. I'm going to the party. I'm going to the party. I studied until late, and as a result, I passed the exam. I studied until late, and as a result, I passed the exam. Can't we pass in 2 hours? Can't we pass in 2 hours? How about watching a movie tonight? How about watching a movie tonight? He is playing the piano. He is playing the piano. The book is on the shelf. The book is on the shelf. What day will be tomorrow? What day will be tomorrow? Can't vote weekly? Can't vote weekly? It's beyond my jurisdiction. It's beyond my jurisdiction. My house is bigger than yours. My house is bigger than yours. Inconsistency. Inconsistency. He is my neighbor. He is my neighbor. Can you come to the party tomorrow? Can you come to the party tomorrow? How did you study? How did you study? Do you want an apple? Do you want an apple? I have to go to school. I have to go to school. His handwriting is smoother than mine. His handwriting is smoother than mine. Can we be dockers in 2 months? Can we be dockers in 2 months? Low-fat yogurt. Low-fat yogurt. Shouldn't I always be an orthopedist? Shouldn't I always be an orthopedist? Probably. Probably. Pizza topping. Pizza topping. Can I have some paper, please? Can I have some paper, please? Everybody knows this. Everybody knows this. It is good to eat fruits and vegetables. It is good to eat fruits and vegetables. Equal. Equal. Shouldn't it be cooked at all? Shouldn't it be cooked at all? My parents bought a new car. My parents bought a new car. I saw a light in the sky. I saw a light in the sky. Time consuming. Time consuming. Is there a hotel shuttle? Is there a hotel shuttle? They must be lobbyists. They must be lobbyists. We listen to music on the way home. We listen to music on the way home. Can we find a middle ground here? Can we find a middle ground here? I was just wondering about the stain on your shirt. I was just wondering about the stain on your shirt. The team worked diligently all week and was ready for the big game. The team worked diligently all week and was ready for the big game. We are going shopping this afternoon. We are going shopping this afternoon. We used to connect from time to time. We used to connect from time to time. But you need a social security number, we have to account for it. But you need a social security number, we have to account for it. We are excited to meet our new neighbors. We are excited to meet our new neighbors. I am retired. I am retired. The cream will do. The cream will do. I was waiting for the train at the station. I was waiting for the train at the station. I finished my book and watched some TV after that. I finished my book and watched some TV after that. They can be removed on a weekly basis. They can be removed on a weekly basis. They must be removed. They must be removed. Can I have edamame with my meal? Can I have edamame with my meal? Your dress suits you very well. Your dress suits you very well. Can he handle it at sunset? Can he handle it at sunset? He could clean up at dusk. He could clean up at dusk. Who has a dream? Who has a dream? Beneath the surface, there were some underlying issues. Beneath the surface, there were some underlying issues. I'll have lamb as my main course. I'll have lamb as my main course. Let us do it. Let us do it. They lived in that house for a long time. They lived in that house for a long time. He doesn't like vegetables. He doesn't like vegetables. The baby is crawling on the floor. The baby is crawling on the floor. We can upload it in 1 minute. We can upload it in 1 minute. The boy whose bike was stolen is crying. The boy whose bike was stolen is crying. Prepositional verb. Prepositional verb. The wind was blowing my hair and I was feeling very alive. The wind was blowing my hair and I was feeling very alive. Let's set up a follow-up meeting to discuss the results. Let's set up a follow-up meeting to discuss the results. I will learn to code. I will learn to code. Wasn't he president at all? Wasn't he president at all? John deserves a promotion. John deserves a promotion. The bus arrives at 8 a.m. The bus arrives at 8 a.m. Not installer after one night? Not installer after one night? I could wear. I could wear. I have many friends in this city. I have many friends in this city. I need a break. I have to go anywhere. I need a break. I have to go anywhere. We are excited to meet our new neighbors. We are excited to meet our new neighbors. My teacher recommended the book. My teacher recommended the book. John will check more this week. John will check more this week. The rehabilitation therapist will come to see you soon. The rehabilitation therapist will come to see you soon. Can I return a product with missing parts? Can I return a product with missing parts? Can draw beautiful pictures. Can draw beautiful pictures. It's not important. It's not important. He is not visiting. He is not visiting. Their dog is barking. Their dog is barking. This party is so much fun. This party is so much fun. Should it be extended? Should it be extended? Could he not walk? Could he not walk? You were like. The professor will have finished the assignment by the time he receives it. The professor will have finished the assignment by the time he receives it. I will start my new job next week. I will start my new job next week. We can't plan the party without a budget. We can't plan the party without a budget. They must be hungry. Let's prepare some food. They must be hungry. Let's prepare some food. All the plants in my garden have bloomed. All the plants in my garden have bloomed. By tomorrow afternoon they will have finished the project. By tomorrow afternoon they will have finished the project. Can't you normally specify? Can't you normally specify? Who do you love most in your family? Who do you love most in your family? Window air conditioner is perfect for a small room. Window air conditioner is perfect for a small room. I am very grateful for your support. I am very grateful for your support. His eyes were glassy. His eyes were glassy. May not heal. May not heal. We were waiting for the movie to start. We were waiting for the movie to start. Your father was a bricklayer. Your father was a bricklayer. The newspaper published an article on the importance of volunteering. The newspaper published an article on the importance of volunteering. How to season fish in tacos. How to season fish in tacos. It consists of perseverance and hard work. It consists of perseverance and hard work. How much time do we have left? How much time do we have left? Will you go later? Will you go later? Offer. Offer. Didn't he make a sound before? Didn't he make a sound before? You will not demand. You will not demand. The company had been losing money for months before deciding to lay off employees. The company had been losing money for months before deciding to lay off employees. Hello, my name is Tom. Hello, my name is Tom. Please be quiet, she told him. Please be quiet, she told him. We provide catering services for organizations and parties. We provide catering services for organizations and parties. The situation is beyond the limits of human decency. The situation is beyond the limits of human decency. The children will then play in the park. The children will then play in the park. Immature. Immature. Can you give me a status update about the project? Can you give me a status update about the project? He wasn't bartending every week. He wasn't bartending every week. 3 years later, isn't he a stickman? 3 years later, isn't he a stickman? Do you have a non-alcoholic beer option? Do you have a non-alcoholic beer option? Couldn't he answer? Couldn't he answer? Is our sister a messenger? Is our sister a messenger? It develops next year. It develops next year. Is there a senior citizen discount? Is there a senior citizen discount? I'm sorry, but this is unacceptable. I'm sorry, but this is unacceptable. I'll have carrot cake for dessert. I'll have carrot cake for dessert. Was our stepdad a mechanic? Was our stepdad a mechanic? He started a blog to share his travel experiences. He started a blog to share his travel experiences. Is he hopeful? Is he hopeful? They cost in a second. They cost in a second. Civil rights are important to all citizens. Civil rights are important to all citizens. What's the problem? What's the problem? I'm going to the aquarium. I'm going to the aquarium. He will be happy if you buy him flowers. He will be happy if you buy him flowers. Driving when tired. Driving when tired. Were his relatives midwives? Were his relatives midwives? They prefer to go for a walk rather than go shopping. They prefer to go for a walk rather than go shopping. The movie was shot on location. The movie was shot on location. 4 weeks from the police, right? 4 weeks from the police, right? The van is full of people. The van is full of people. I'm in the bathroom room. I'm in the bathroom room. Your relatives are speakers. Your relatives are speakers. We should invite them to the party, right? We should invite them to the party, right? He wants to visit Rome and I want to visit him. He wants to visit Rome and I want to visit him. It is so. It is so. We played football on the weekend. We played football on the weekend. Are your relatives bailiffs? Are your relatives bailiffs? Can't blame? Can't blame? The gas station is just ahead. The gas station is just ahead. The painting was made by a famous painter. The painting was made by a famous painter. My goal is to travel the world. My goal is to travel the world. There is something I have to tell you. I love you. There is something I have to tell you. I love you. 1. I don't want to lose my love to look good. 1. I don't want to lose my love to look good. Our neighbors are friends. Our neighbors are friends. After 2 weeks it wouldn't. After 2 weeks it wouldn't. Can we cut now? Can we cut now? Dodging equipment was very difficult and very busy. Dodging equipment was very difficult and very busy. I say. He is on the phone. He is on the phone. Where are you going? Where are you going? Is her mother binding? Is her mother binding? The movie was directed by a famous director. The movie was directed by a famous director. Who is on my team in the next round? Who is on my team in the next round? Organized. Organized. Can I borrow your pen? Can I borrow your pen? It wouldn't settle after 5 days. It wouldn't settle after 5 days. I need to check my bank account balance. I need to check my bank account balance. Transfer. Transfer. I'll take a hit. I'll take a hit. Please sign this consent form. Please sign this consent form. You should avoid strenuous activities. You should avoid strenuous activities. Aren't they Rangers a century later? Aren't they Rangers a century later? You should not give your personal information to strangers. You should not give your personal information to strangers. He sings better than his brother. He sings better than his brother. Can't blame the yearbook? Can't blame the yearbook? I will handle this. I will handle this. He is not a frequent pianist. He is not a frequent pianist. It won't force after 5 months. It won't force after 5 months. Can I use my smart card for payment? Can I use my smart card for payment? They will not check. They will not check. Can you help me with this heavy box, please? Can you help me with this heavy box, please? I'm in a room with 2 windows. I'm in a room with 2 windows. The hotel was overbooked, so they had to find another place to stay. The hotel was overbooked, so they had to find another place to stay. Modern art is not for me. Modern art is not for me. The teacher in my class is very strict. The teacher in my class is very strict. He will start a new job next week. He will start a new job next week. I was having a cup of coffee in the cafe. I was having a cup of coffee in the cafe. We accept at sunset. We accept at sunset. These are talented musicians. These are talented musicians. Will they be alchemists sometimes? Will they be alchemists sometimes? He was able to find his lost keys. He was able to find his lost keys. I have no idea where he went. I have no idea where he went. Always belong to someone else. Always belong to someone else. I didn't do the Weekly Courier. I didn't do the Weekly Courier. Your perception is wrong. Your perception is wrong. She works on a fashion design project. She works on a fashion design project. Friend stewardess. Friend stewardess. May I have your luggage tag, please? May I have your luggage tag, please? Are you comfortable with that? Are you comfortable with that?